How are you thinking about the economy in 2023? What are investors missing?
Well, I think people, they're investing in individual stocks. It's sad they're careful when they buy a refrigerator or an airplane flight. They're careful with their money, and they'll hear about a stock on the bus, and they'll put $5,000 or $10,000 on it. They have no idea what they do. So you're really got to be careful. Look at the company, look at the balance sheet. What is the reason the stock should be higher? The sucker's going up is not a good reason.
Do you believe that your way of coming up and investing is how investors in 2023 can also win?
Well, I think looking for something different, looking for something that's a good story. I mean, who would have guessed TJX, a local company, would have gone up 50-fold, or Stop and Shop would go up 10-fold, or Analog Devices, or NVIDIA. I couldn't pronounce NVIDIA. So you have to find a company that's either a turnaround or a company that's going to grow, like Panera or, Family Dollar stores. I'm not saying that buys now, but that's what's made our, Sears is rolled over. So Kmart's rolled over, IBM slowed down. But we've had new companies come along. I mean, that's the nature. You have to be looking for new companies and look at the balance sheet. If you can add 5 and 5 and get reasonably close to 10, you should be able to look at a balance sheet and say, here's two depressed companies. They've gone from 50 to 3. One company's got $3 million in cash and no debt. One's got $3 million in debt, no cash. Which one are you going to buy? I mean, that's not too hard to do.
You have seen First Republic. You did really well in that sector early on. What do you think about what we're seeing today?
We had a terrible financial crisis in 1991. I think almost every major bank in Texas went under. Bank of New England, one of the oldest banks in the country, went under. It's like, in 08, 09, the banks were doing these no-doc loans and second mortgages and home improvement loans, and people are buying boats with it. Now the banks are being much more careful. So we've gone through other crises. Some banks will go under. 400 went under after 08, 09. Now we have stress tests. I think the banking system has improved. There'll be some companies go under. That's the nature of it. It's nothing like, imagine 1980, 81, we had double-digit inflation, double-digit unemployment, and people worried the Japanese were going to take over the world. I mean, we were hopeless. I mean, there's always something to worry about. In my over 50 years of doing this, I think I'd be worried if there was,
Peter Lynch emphasized the importance of investors having a thorough understanding of the companies they are investing in. By carefully analyzing a company's financial statements and balance sheet, investors can determine if a stock price is reasonable before making a purchase. He believes that there is more potential for growth in newer companies or those with turnaround stories, rather than established companies with little room for growth. By identifying these companies early on, investors may be able to benefit from their potential success in the future. And despite the inherent risks in the financial sector, Lynch believes that the banking system has made significant improvements since the crisis of 08 to 09, making it a viable sector for investment.